Hey guys, Brad the Impaler. It's officially Friday, so now all of you who don't work on the weekends can have time to let a Trump presidency soak in. Feels good, right? So good.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It happened, didn't it?
What? What happened? What are you talking about?
My sweet sex posse babes. The Trumpocalypse has arrived.
Fucking what?
Y'all know me well enough. I value equality. I think it's so important.
No, Laci. I value equality. You value protected classes, special snowflakes, and parity.
Inclusion, human dignity.
Wrong.
Avoiding World War III. Those things matter to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. For a second there, I thought you were anti-Trump. Because we all know that it was Hillary who wanted to fight with Russia and not President-elect Trump. Right? I mean, you do know that, right?
Part of the reason I have proposed a no-fly zone as a coalition effort, not a United States solo effort, is to have conversations with the Russians at the table. Because the goal of any no-fly zone is not only to provide safe areas for Syrians so they don't have to be fleeing or continue to be bombed by Assad, supported now by the Russians, but to get some leverage to get everybody at the table to try to create as much of a ceasefire, including the Assad forces with the Russians and the Iranians as well.
What about the option of controlling the airspace so that barrel bombs cannot be dropped?
All the options.
What do you think of that option, sir?
Right now, Senator, for us to control all of the airspace in Syria would require us to go to war against Syria and Russia. That's a pretty fundamental decision that certainly I'm not going to make.
We desire to live peacefully and in friendship with Russia and China. We have serious differences with these two nations and must regard them with open eyes. But we are not bound to be adversaries. We should seek common ground based on shared interests. Russia, for instance, has also seen the horror of Islamic terrorism.
I am so sad. And I am so angry. And I know that for many of you, your spirit has been crushed. So it's not really clear what exactly the future holds for us yet.
That's been the case with every presidential election ever. It's just that this winner has shown that he will not be listening to authoritarian libtards like yourself, and that he won't bow to special interests. Please, go on. This is taking forever.
Millions of us, myself included, could lose our health insurance.
Maybe. But I find it more likely that Trump will repeal the Affordable Care Act after another bill is ready to replace it.
What I'd like to see is a private system without the artificial lines around every state. Get rid of the artificial lines and you will have yourself great plans. And then we have to take care of the people that can't take care of themselves, and I will do that through a different system.
But Laci, listen, I can understand why the thought of losing healthcare scares the hell out of you. All those partners you have can't all be clean. I get you, babe. Calm your tits, though.
There could be serious cuts to scientific research.
Way to be vague, Laci. What research do you mean? Is it the scientific research that says 1 in 5 women in college are raped? If that's the case, more power to him.
Climate change and clean energy efforts.
Well, Laci, that's one I can give you. Donald Trump, at least as far as I know, believes that climate change is a hoax. That would indeed halt the approval of funding for efforts that seek to combat that. But, fuck you still, Laci Green. Fuck you.
To government programs for our sick and our poor.
Wrong.
And then we have to take care of the people that can't take care of themselves, and I will do that through a different system.
To education.
Since you didn't add what kind of education you mean, If you mean education in general, I have news for you. Wrong.
The American dream is dead, but we're going to make it bigger and better and stronger than ever before. But again, without education, you can't do that. So we're getting rid of Common Core. There won't be education from Washington, D.C. There'll be education locally, the love of parents. And we're going to take education and we're going to make it local. We'll save money. Our education will be much better.
Planned Parenthood will be target number 1.
Thank fucking God, too. The Planned Parenthood Corporation needs to go for many reasons, and financial drain on the government is a big one.
My LGBT family now lives under a vice president who literally believes in electrocuting the gay out of children.
So then, here's an idea. Don't assassinate Trump, and Pence won't be president.
President Trump openly admits to sexual assault and is on trial for child rape.
First off, he did not admit to sexual assault, Laci. I've already been over this with you guys. Roll the clip, damn it.
I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab them by the pussy. I can do anything. They let you do it. They let you do it. They let you do it.
Does that help get it through your thick fucking skull? Huh? God damn it! And let's also talk about him going to court for child rape, as you put it. Let's go ahead and gloss over the fact that it's a lawsuit and not a criminal trial. This is someone who is out to get money, and that's it.
He is proudly endorsed by the KKK.
And Barack Obama was endorsed by the Black Panthers. Should we all go running around calling him a black supremacist?
North Korea.
What does that matter? I'm sure Kim Jong-un endorses pie, too. Are you going to start hating on that? I mean, look at him.
Putin, for real? Are we in the upside down right now? Because that's what it feels like.
First off, I think it'd be great if we got along with Russia. Secondly, shut the fuck up with your horrible Stranger Things reference. Just shut up.
How the fuck did this happen? First and foremost, because we let it happen.
No, Laci, you didn't just let it happen. You and your ilk caused it to happen. I go into this in a lot more detail in my Diving In series, but I'll give you a little preview right now. Trump got elected due to a number of different factors. SJWs, media bias, in-party sabotage, and quiet anger. If it weren't for your candidate being one of the dirtiest politicians in the history of the United States, Trump might not have won. Just saying.
Anger and resentment may set in, like some people we know. We can't do it that way. We gotta do it a different way. We have to use our anger to help each other. Whenever you're ready, and you have a right to take some time, but when you get there, get ready to be vocal, get ready to get involved. Please be proactive.
Yeah, Laci, that's the spirit. I used to think you were a proper twat, but no, you're asking everyone to give me fodder for future videos. Thank you! So, even if you voted for Trump, there are some things we should be upset about. We should be upset about the fact that Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. That means that more than half of American voters were perfectly fine with the corruption in play with Hillary Clinton. More than half of the America that voted were fine with special interest controlled politicians. More than half of the America that voted were fine with the better candidate getting the shaft in favor of those special interests. More than half of American voters were perfectly fine telling Black and Latino voters that they were a pawn to be used in elections and pressed up upon them, even more that they were victims, perpetuating the victim culture that is so prevalent in the urban Black community. These people are protesting the presidency of a man who wants to reach down and help those less fortunate, not by giving them handouts, but by teaching them how to move forward on their own. They are protesting a man who wants equal opportunity for all, combined with a meritocracy that will allow the cream to float to the top. That's what should be upsetting here. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed that and want to see more, please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below telling me what you think a Trump presidency is going to look like for you. You can also yell at me via Twitter at Brad_Impaler. Speaking of Twitter, I'm still looking for stupid shit SJWs say on social media, so if you happen upon something while you're browsing, please feel free to send it to me via Twitter.
Put your fucking hands up.